Hey, it's Lindsay from Be Gritty Horsemanship. I'm here today with Max, and we are going to demonstrate mounting from the ground and mounting from the mounting block safely and correctly, and we're also going to go over dismounting safely and correctly. So before I ever think about getting on my horse, I always double check my tack. I like to make sure that everything is correct, in good working order. And I also think it's really important to do this, especially if somebody else is tacked up for you. Remember, you're the one that's going to be hurt if something goes wrong, if you have a tack failure. So take responsibility, double check yourself or someone else, and just make sure everything is in good working order. So my bridle's adjusted properly, my saddle looks good, my cinch is tight, I'm happy with everything. So next I'm going to go ahead and put my reins over my horse's head. Now from here I am going to put my reins and mane in my left hand. So I'm going to gather my reins up. Now when you gather your reins up, you're not making them so short that you're going to want to make your horse move around or back up. Just short enough that if you needed to get some contact quickly you could, but again not so short where you're kind of choking him to death. So I've got reins and mane in my left hand. I'm going to go ahead and put my left foot in the stirrup, and I'm just going to rest my right hand on the back of the saddle, and I'm not going to pull myself up and hang off the side of my horse. I'm going to step in my left stirrup like I'm stepping up to climb a fence. Swing my right leg over and grab my right stirrup, and I'm ready to go. Now remember, when you're getting on from the ground, make sure that you're not hanging out or hanging off the side of your horse to where it's going to pull your saddle off to the side. That's why it's really important to make sure you're not grabbing a hold of your saddle and using it to pull yourself up. So that was mounting from the ground. Next we're going to mount from the mounting block. Alright, so now I'm going to go over mounting from the mounting block. So all of the same rules are still going to apply. I'm going to double check all my tack. My bridle's good, my cinches are good, my saddle's good. So now when I get on, I'm going to do the same thing, reins over his head. I'm going to step up on my block. Now when I position my block, I don't like to put it underneath the horse. I see a lot of people put it way underneath their horse's belly. I want it to be far enough away that it's not under their belly, but still comfortable for me to put my foot in, that I'm not having to reach for it or anything like that. So we're going to have to turn his head a little. Alright, so reins and mane are in my left hand. I'm just going to still rest my right hand on the back of the saddle, step up from my left foot, and hop on. Alright, so I've finished my ride. I'm ready to dismount. I'm going to go ahead and talk about this before I do it because there's a couple of things I want to go over. So when you go to get off, it's really important to make sure you're not going to lean over your saddle horn. It's pretty chilly here today, so I've got on a heavy jacket. My jacket could get stuck on my saddle horn, I could get stuck to my horse could freak out, it could be a problem. So be really careful to not lean over your saddle horn when you're getting off. So what I'm going to do, I get off a little bit different than most traditional Western riders, I think. I come from an English background, so it's really hard for me to keep my left foot in the stirrup until I get to the ground and then take it out. So I usually kick my right foot out of my right stirrup first, swing over, and then as I'm coming down, I kick my left foot out. So what I'm going to do is reins and mane are going to be in my left hand again, just like when I'm mounting. So I've got my reins and mane. I usually put my right hand on the pommel of my saddle. I'm going to kick my right foot out, swing over, foot, and slide down. Make sure that you're keeping your upper body back, not hanging out over the front of your saddle horn. That could get a little dangerous. So that's been mounting and dismounting with Be Gritty. We hope you enjoyed watching. Make sure that you check out our YouTube channel, our website, www.begritty.net, and thanks for watching.